For me, these aren't just sounds. They're part of my daily life. You might think these are small things, but when they happen constantly, they can make life a real challenge. Did you know that around 500 million people, more than the population of North America, live with allergies? That's a lot of coughs and sneezes to manage. And behind each number, there's a story, just like mine, filled with struggles, adjustments, and hope. Hi, I'm Siddhartha. I'm 10 years old, and today I'm here to share my journey of living through the cough. I was just about 21 days old when this journey began. My family noticed I had a stuffy nose and wouldn't stop coughing. The doctors treated my severe cough and cold with strong medication and also by using nebulizers that quickly became as routine as brushing my teeth. For years, I wondered why my friends could run and play without coughing, while I had to sit on the sidelines. When I turned 8, we finally found out it wasn't just cough, cold, or even asthma. It was actually an allergy to dust and pollen called allergy rhinitis. Now, at 10, I started immunotherapy to help my body build a little tolerance. It's a slow process, but I'm hopeful it will make a difference. Football is one of my biggest loves, but allergies make it tricky. Sometimes I have to skip practice, matches, or even I have missed playing with my friends if they're going somewhere dusty or overcrowded to avoid triggering my symptoms. They do tease me saying you're just scared of a little dust. But I tried telling them no, I'm just allergic to bad decisions. Taking care of my health doesn't make me weak. It just means I'm smart about it, right? So what is allergy rhinitis? Well, it isn't just a fancy term for cough and cold. It's actually a chronic condition where the body overreacts to harmless things like dust, pollen, or even chocolate called allergens. These allergens trigger a chain reaction in the body, which can cause itchy eyes, stuffy nose, cough, and for many, a reduced quality of life. There are two main types of allergy rhinitis. The first is the seasonal one, triggered by pollen from trees and bushes at specific times of the year. The second is a perennial or year-round condition, triggered by indoor allergens like dust and molds. For me, it's both. I face the indoors and seasons as my battlefield. Here's something interesting I found out when I was learning more about my condition. Allergies have become more common now than they were before. Studies from the World Allergy Organization state that over 40% of the world population may have some form of allergies by 2050. Pollution is a big factor. Cities with higher pollution rates often have higher counts of allergies, since pollution irritates our airways, causing our bodies to overreact. Climate change is another contributor. Cities with warmer temperatures means longer pollen seasons and more pollen. There's also a hygiene hypothesis, which states that modern, cleaner living environments mean our bodies won't get enough exposure to germs. Without these exposures, our body overreacts to harmless things like dust and pollen. For children like me, allergies don't just affect our health. It can affect our school performance, mental health, and physical activity. Allergies make us feel isolated, frustrated, and left out. That's why it's so important to manage them. For me, living through the cough means having a safe place at home. My parents do all they can to make it safe. My room is my little fortress, with dust mite-proof sheets on my bed and an air purifier constantly running. It helps keep the air clean, so I know I can breathe a little easier there. On days when I'm coughing more than usual, my room is my refuge. I wear a mask outside to avoid dust and use an inhaler at home on my worst days. And I'm hopeful that my medication and treatment, which I recently started, will help my body adjust more to dust and pollen. But allergies shouldn't just be limited to our home. Schools and public places can include allergy-friendly zones. Classes can include air purifiers, regular cleaning times, and avoid objects that trap dust. We can all switch to public transport, bicycles, and electric vehicles to reduce pollution. These small changes can make people like me feel understood and protected. To anyone else with allergies, I just want to say, you're stronger than you realize. And to people without them, together we can create a world where every breath feels like freedom.